Alrighty then, I think we're live. Let me go. There we are. I have a chat on my phone. We're in good shape. Hi everyone, Val here.
And Steve.
And Steve's not paying attention.
And I'm not showing us yet. So.
Oh, we're not showing? Oh, well, play us.
There we go.
Hospitals still use silver.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
But they removed it
that
from
was
standard.
wrong. I did the wrong thing.
Still
Right.
use silver.
There we go.
Turn it off. Turn it
But they
off.
removed it
That
from
was
standard.
wrong. I did the wrong thing.
Still
No.
use silver.
There we go.
That was wrong.
Turn your volume down.
Still use silver.
What are you doing?
All right. Sorry. Technical difficulty there. It's called Dumb Steve.
All right. So what are we doing tonight? We are doing a little recipe for you. And when I was in New York, my sister gave me a recipe book that she found in a building that they were cleaning. And this is called The Very Best Cookbook. And this cookbook was published in 1878. And it's the very best cookbook edited by the ladies of the First Congregational Church of St. Albans, Vermont. And it was published in Hartford, Connecticut, Press of the Case Lockwood and Brainerd Company, 1878. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So welcome, Todd. We have Todd in, and we'll kind of wait on a few others if we have anybody else coming in.
Well, we can talk about these, which were in the book. These are some really old clippings. We can talk about those real quick until everybody gets here. I mean, some of them they clipped them because they had recipes on them. But I think it's interesting what's on the opposite side of where the recipes are. So here they have the Worcester. I'm not sure what it all says, but it says, we have a complete line of handsomely upholstered in corduroy coachman cloth, ask, etc. In fact, the best shown in the city, but only the Wakefield. And then below that, it has Steamers American line. And there's March 16th, May 23rd, April, the Red Star line. So I guess those are trains that leave out of the city. And then here's a little clipping that has a recipe on the one side, which is why they clipped it. But on the other side, it has a convenience courtesy service for pianos, player pianos, records, the J.W. Green Company on Jefferson Avenue, the House of Quality. Then you have Dainty's Lingerie King Shop, which is on Madison Avenue, Northern National Bank Building. You have Diamonds, Watches, Jewelries, Emblem Silverware, Haston to Hensey.
Does it have a date on it?
I don't have dates on it.
This one just says like April 6th and April 13th. It doesn't have a year. I wish this had a year on it.
Imported and domestic perfumes, toilet articles, rugs, curtains, furniture, Radcliffe Company in Toledo, Ohio. Toledo's oldest bank, 3% on savings accounts. First National. It's nice to know that we've not gone much up on savings accounts to this day. First National Bank, organized in 1863. Safety first and first for safety. Then there's the A. Bentley and Sons Company, General Building Contractors, Department for Small Jobs in Carpentry, Mason, and Painting. The offices are in Toledo and Dayton, Ohio, and Louisville, Kentucky.
Some of these are just recipes, but I was looking for a date on them, but I don't see like a year.
It's got to be late 1800s.
With the cookbook, Todd's asking if it just has soups in it. It doesn't just have soup in it. It's called The Very Best Cookbook, and it's something that a church put out, the First Congregational Church of St. Albans, Vermont. So the ladies in the church, it's kind of like a church cookbook. So they have probably some of their own favorite recipes in here.
Hey, Angela.
Got a little bit of everything in there. Hey, Troy and Angela, welcome in.
Well, here's some little doohies from El Paso, Texas. It's called Watson's Groceries, famous for quality. John R. Watson, 210 Texas Street in El Paso. And then they have We Are the Complete Home Furnishings for draperies, carpets, rugs, stoves, refrigerators, ideal fire logs, and hardware. Rogers Furniture Company. Then in Houston, Texas, they have Bins, Seton Gast, and Oliver Insurance. They have Dealey, Adley, Elgin Company, manufacturing stationers, printers, and bookbinders. Then they have Ed C. Smith Furniture Company. And then they also have Levi Brothers Dry Goods Company, South's largest exclusive women's store, mail orders promptly filled. Satisfaction or your money back.
Well, this clipping that they have in here from the newspaper, this one actually has a date on it. And it says February 12th, 1898. Right there.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's pretty old newspaper clippings.
So
and you can still read them for as long as they've been around.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And they got this held together with a nail. And
then in Austin, Texas, they have J.R. Reed Music Company. Is that still around in Austin, Texas? Probably not, huh? And then in Denver, Colorado, they have the Attractive Hotel near state capitol, newly furnished, exceptional table on Logan Street. I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, what else can you read on those, honey?
It says they have something called Kemp's Balm for the throat and lungs, priced at 25 to 50 cents. Trial sizes are free. Sold by all druggists. This at the back of this, it had the date on it. Was something. It was a financial report or something. Some kind of. I didn't unclip these, but it's something. John Schwartz, Principal Office, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. December 20th, 1897, commission business, January 22nd, 1898. Something to do with the assets of a business. It's not all on here. It's kind of clipped off because they were actually taking the clipping of a sunshine cake is what they wanted from the front. They didn't care about the financials on the back.
So is there still a Goshorn Auto Company in Arlington, Texas? Fort Worth, Arlington? It's spelled Goshorn.
Hi, NPP. Hi, Sock and Minnow. Hi, Chris from Ari's World is in the house. Everybody's coming in now. That's awesome. Thank you so much for your support. We were just looking, this cookbook that we're going to be doing a recipe out of tonight, it was published in 1878. And when my sister gave me this, she found it in an old building they were cleaning, and they were going to throw these books away. And my sister took it, and she just wanted to read through it, and then she was going to throw it away. And I said, "Don't you throw that away. You give that to me because I want to look through that book, and we'll see if we can do some recipes or something." But there were some old newspaper clippings in there. So we were looking for a date on these clippings, and the only dates we could find.
You said 1868.
1898.
1898.
It was February 12th, 1898. There was a little financial report on the back of this one. So then they had clipped out the recipe on the front of it. We got a golden spice cake, potato puffs, and a chocolate souffle.
So in Denver, Colorado, has anybody ever heard of the Hotel Aries, Ayres, located at 1441 Logan Street? It's supposed to be near the state capitol. I wonder if that's even still there. I wonder if it's even still a hotel. All right.
I don't know. I don't know
I just
about
thought it
all
was pretty
that.
interesting. As old as those newspaper clippings are, then you can still read them.
But this book is in good shape. I mean, it was bound with string or some kind of twine, because you can kind of see the twine binding in there. But there's no pages coming out of it. It looks, I mean, it's got age on it. You can definitely see the age, and you can see spots where somebody cooked and splashed on it a little bit. There are some clippings in here that they glued to the page. This is true inwardness and mince pies. It's some kind of a mince pie recipe.
So everything that's in the book has got recipes on it. We were just reading the opposite side of where the recipes were.
My sister said she had taken something that was in here out that had a scarf pattern to knit a scarf. She said, I did take that. I said, well,
Hey,
that's
Chris.
fine.
Chris from
But,
Mary World's here.
I said hi to Chris.
Okay.
Oh, there's a duck swimming in this pool. Duck season, wabbit season.
Wabbit.
Sock says when he was a kid, he lived on Logan Street in Littleton.
Yeah.
Betty's here from retirement days. Hey, Betty. We were 2 blocks behind the Piggly Wiggly. I remember the Piggly Wiggly, not in Texas. All right, so we're going to just, back in the 1800s when they wrote this cookbook, they used a lot of different language and stuff than we use now. So we wanted to kind of
Share.
a little bit of that with you. So the introduction page says the following recipes have been carefully collected from famous cooks, both in our own and neighboring towns, and others from the best American, English, and French cookbooks. They've been tested by those on whose judgment we can depend, and we feel no hesitation in recommending them to the most inexperienced. So,
All right. So we're going to talk about weights and measures. And if you recognize any of these weights and measures, please feel free to shout out about it. So what we considered nowadays as 4 tablespoons, back then was a half a gill. 8 tablespoons equaled 1 gill.
I know there's a gill on a fish.
Then there's 2 gills on, actually there's 2 gills on a fish, and 2 gills on a fish equal half a pint. 4 gills on a fish equal 1 pint. I'm adding the fish part. 2 pints equals a quart, which is still true today. 4 quarts equals a gallon, which is still true today. And then a half a gallon is equal to one quarter peck. So a half a gallon equals a quarter peck. And 1 gallon equals a half a peck. So next time you go to the store, honey, get a half a peck of milk, okay?
How many? Peter Piper
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Yeah.
How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper peck?
If he picked a peck, he picked a lot.
How many's a peck?
And then, of course, 4 gallons is a half a bushel, and 8 gallons is a bushel. Those are still true today.
How much is a peck?
A quarter peck is a half a gallon. A half a peck is a 1 gallon, so that would be
2 gallons.
2 gallons.
So if he picked a peck of pickled peppers, he'd have
He
picked
picked
2 gallons
2
of
gallons of pickled
peppers.
peppers. That's how many pickled peppers that
Peter
Peter Piper picked.
Bet y'all didn't know. Did y'all know that? Let us know if you knew that.
So 1 quart of sifted flour equals 1 pound.
Is the measurement pronounced Jill? No, it's gill with a G, right?
Yeah, Gill.
Gill. It's a gill. And a gill is how much?
A half a gill is 4 tablespoons. 1 gill equals 8 tablespoons. 2 gills equals half a pint, and 4 gills equals 1 pint.
Oh, there's a half a pint is a cup. There's 2 cups in a
Well,
pint.
half a pint equals 2 gills.
Half a pint equals 2 gills.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a cup. 2 gills is a cup.
And they're saying that 1 quart of powdered sugar equals 1 pound 7 ounces. 1 quart of granulated sugar equals 1 pound 9 ounces. 1 quart of cornmeal equals 1 pound 2 ounces. A common sized wine glass holds half a gill.
Now he's saying it's pronounced Jill.
Gill.
He said it's pronounced Jill, even though it's spelled Gill.
Okay, so it's pronounced Jill instead of Gill. Okay, but it's spelled Gill. Jill. Okay, that's cool.
Well,
I don't.
There's some other things that they pronounce pretty weird too. We're going to talk about a couple of those tonight.
A bit of butter.
No, not a bit of butter. We're talking about an egg yolk.
Yeah. Well, a bit of butter the size of an egg is about 2 ounces.
A bit of butter. It's a British thing, he says. That could very well be. All right, so there's a table of contents in here, and it has everything from soups to fish to meats to salads to vegetables, omelets, cakes, pastries, canned fruits, preserves, jellies, pickles, miscellaneous sauces. It's got like rice pudding, cream puffs, all kinds of stuff in here. The introduction page for soup says the most haste, the worst speed. The most haste, the worst speed. Do not boil too rapidly, as it'll cause the cover to flap. So you lose more volatile and savory particles of meat.
The only thing about that.
So don't cook it too fast because your cover will flap and the meat will fly out.
Okay. To grow wings, is that what you're telling me?
It's a British thing. According to Todd here. We know Todd. Okay, it says salt should be rubbed on the meat for making soup, and the meat put into cold water. As the salt and heating the meat gradually extract its juices. Great care should be taken to skim all kinds of soup, particularly those made with fresh meats. The scum rises very thick just before the soup begins to boil, and then it's the proper time to skim it. So we have to skim the scum.
Okay.
All right. And then it goes into some different kinds of soups. And we may make something out on the fire pit later in the summer or something. We're thinking about doing that. But we did decide to make one of these soups today on the stovetop. It's been raining here for like a week, 5 days, something like that. We've had a lot of rain.
It's not rained the whole time, but it's
rained,
wet. It's rained every day, so
and it's soaking outside.
it's okay. We needed it.
We did need it, but we're not going to be trying to cook on a fire pit in the mud and rain and stuff. So we decided we're going to cook inside. So we did Brunswick stew today.
So Todd wants the Logan Street address again, city included. That was Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
It was 1441 Logan Street, Denver, Colorado.
Jill, Gil, Bill, Will, Still, Mill, Dill.
Say that 5 times real fast.
That's right. Peter Pepper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper. Yeah, that one too. And then go Jill, Gil, Bill, Will, Still, Mill. All right. So we're making Brunswick stew tonight, or we already did. We're just going to test it tonight, but we're going to show you how we made it. This recipe is saying to boil 2 chickens whole. I cut the recipe in half. So should we just show the video?
Yeah.
I did a video, I edited it, but it has no sound so that we can talk over it. Chris is laughing. So let's watch the video. We'll talk over it. Let me put us down in the corner. Let me show you where we are. All right, we'll go down in the corner. We'll add this to, oh, are we in the corner? No, we got to go over here. All right, so, oh, the video already started. Here we go. So I'm going to do the 4 cups of water, or the 4 quarts of water, even though I'm only doing 1 chicken, because it's calling for 2 chickens, but I'm going to only put 1 in, and I did wash the chicken first. So I'm putting the chicken in.
And just so y'all know, that is a Purdue chicken with no antibiotics,
That's right.
because that's all they had in the grocery store.
Okay, he said, at the Denver address, the hotel appears to have been converted into apartments or condos. While the chicken is cooking,
Next
I
up.
am peeling potatoes. Yeah, thanks for that
Is it still the
information.
original building, though?
Hey, Jeff. Jeff from Calvin the Boston Terrier is in. I'm going to do 1 potato here. I'm going to cut it up into small pieces. This says to cook the chicken until it's perfectly tender and skimmed out. Remove the skin and bones, mince the meat. It's saying to do,
Hi, Jeff. How are you doing tonight?
it's saying to do 1 quart of tomatoes and potatoes. So I don't know if it meant like a quart of potatoes and a quart of tomatoes, because their recipe is all like in a paragraph instead of the ingredients written out like we do it these days. We write the ingredients out and then say how to do it. They just kind of said, add the broth with 1 quart of green or canned corn, 1 quart of tomatoes and potatoes. So I don't know if they meant like a quart of potatoes and a quart of tomatoes, but I'm doing half a batch. So I figured 1 potato would be, I think it was a half a quart. That's where I started anyway. Because I'm not going to lie, I added stuff to the soup. So because I kept the 4 quarts of broth just so the chicken would cook.
So that building that was on Logan Street in Denver, Colorado, appears to be over 100 years old.
That's cool. Yeah, if I did it the way it was in here, it'd be a huge bowl of soup. But you see, I'm kind of skimming the stuff off the top now. That's the scum they were talking about before it starts boiling. That stuff all rises to the top, and I skimmed it out. I took some tomatoes that Steve got out of the freezer, because at the end of the season, when we still have tomatoes left over after I've already done my canning and we're still taking them off the tomato plants, I take the stems out and freeze them. And all I have to do is take the skins off them, and I'm going to use them in the soup. So I'm just taking the skins off them here, and they're going to be going into the soup. It's calling for a quart of tomatoes and potatoes. So I'm doing the half a quart of potatoes and half a quart of tomatoes. It was just a little bit over half a quart, but I used it all.
Fresh tomatoes.
Fresh tomatoes. The chicken is still being If you have questions while I'm cooking there, just let me know. We'll answer the questions. I didn't put any sound on it so that we could talk over the video if we needed to. Chris said he's driving now, but so he can't chat. That's okay. All is good.
I guess she can post the recipe as a regular video so you all can hear her sound as she's cooking.
I didn't talk
You didn't
because I
talk?
knew I wasn't going to have the sound on it. So it called for 4 hard-boiled eggs. I only cooked 2 because I'm halving the recipe, which was for me very strange for a soup to have eggs in it. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
But we said we were going to go with the recipe. So I've already hard-boiled the eggs. As you can see here, I'm just peeling them. And this is where it said in here, boil 4 eggs hard. Pulverize the yolks, Y-E-L-K-S. Pulverize the yolks and slice the whites and add with 1 tablespoonful of Worcestershire sauce, which I don't usually put Worcestershire in with chicken. I'm taking the chicken out. It's pretty much all cooked. It could have cooked a little bit longer, but I'm taking it out and I'm going to debone it. Oh, nice.
That'll probably be August or September before we get any.
We have some blooms.
Yeah, but it's gonna.
It's still going to take a little while, but you know, that's cool. So I'm just picking all the little pieces out so that I can go ahead and get the soup started. I'm adding my half a quart of potatoes. It's a little bit over half a quart. And my half a quart of tomatoes. Well, the potatoes and the tomatoes. They're both a little bit over half a quart because I knew I had more broth. I had more water. We cut corn off the cob and freeze it. So this was some of our frozen corn, and that's 2 cups in a bag. It had called for a quart, but I'm having the recipe, so it's only half a quart. And then it called for half a cup of sugar. I put in a quarter of a cup because we're halving the recipe. And then it said the salt and pepper to taste. So I did add the salt and pepper. And I added a little bit after it had cooked a while too.
How many gills of potatoes did we put in again?
How many gills of potatoes?
Yeah.
It said for the potatoes, it said 1 quart of tomatoes and potatoes. And that was for the full recipe. It said 1 quart of tomatoes and potatoes. So I put in.
I'll have to go back and look at the gills to tell you how many.
How many gills?
How many gills? Go back to the.
I put in a half a quart. So 2 pints and a quart. Half a pint is 2 gills. That's half a pint. I put in half a quart. One pint is 4 gills. So there's 2 pints and a quart. Somebody in our yard. 4 gills and a pint. So 4 gills and a pint. 2 pints and a quart, and we put in a half a quart, so that we put in 4 gills. I don't know, you're getting me all confused. 4 gills. Jill math is hard. Yes, it is. All right, so I'm cutting up the eggs. I smushed the, what did it say? I pulverized the yolks, Y-E-L-K-S. That's the yellow part of the egg, I guess. And then I cut up the white part, and I'm adding my Worcestershire sauce. Oh, hold on. I got to remind him he's got his mic on. Steve, you still have your mic on? I don't want him to record the neighbors. I'm not sure what's going on out there. but that's okay. We won't worry about it. All right. So everything went into the soup. Boiled eggs and soup. I don't know. It's in the recipe. It says it's calling for 4 boiled eggs. I put in 2 because I have to pulverize the yolks, slice the whites, and add with a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I did exactly what it said to do. That is new. We were kind of like, should we put eggs in it? And Steve's like, yeah, just do it. So we did it. We're going to try this soup. I'm adding my salt and pepper in there. Hey, berry. It's a soup. It's called Brunswick Stew. It's from a cookbook that was published in 1878. And this was from the cookbooks from St. Albans, Vermont, First Congregational Church, edited by the ladies. And my sister gave me this cookbook they found in an old building up there that they were cleaning, and they were going to throw all these books away. And my sister brought this book home, and when I went up to visit, she gave me the book, and I was more than happy to get it so that we can look at how they made stuff back in the 1800s. But none of the recipes has the ingredients listed. So when they say add a quart of something, or the way they say things, it's hard to tell exactly what they want you to put in. I mean, they have the ingredients, the measurements aren't really precise. So I kind of winged it a little bit as I'm pulling off the wing of the chicken there.
It was a door-to-door salesperson.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
You got your mic back? Yeah. Okay. I meant that's the way to say Worcestershire sauce. Oh, what's this here sauce? Oh, what's this here sauce? I gotcha. I've heard that said like that. So I'm cutting up the chicken. Like I said, it could have been cooked a little bit longer, but I know it said to cook this soup pretty much. It said to make it boil for 8 hours, but I kind of simmered it all day. What you buy, Steve? Todd wants to know what you bought from the salesman out there.
I didn't talk to him. He had moved on to, I thought I heard somebody knock earlier, but moved on next door.
How often do people try to sell us solar?
No, not very often.
That one guy did that one time, but that was like just once. We're kind of off in the middle of nowhere, so
solar would be okay as a backup and not as a primary.
No. So I'm cutting up the chicken. I'm going to throw it back into the pot, and then I simmered the pot. It started like 11:30 when I actually got everything into the pot and started simmering it. And I just turned it off. So it's 7:30 here. I turned it off around 7 o'clock. So it's been simmering, like slow cooking, I guess would be today's term. Slow cooking all day long. And I thought it needed a little bit more because they really didn't say to put spices in it besides salt and pepper. So I added some onion out of our freezer that we had frozen earlier this year. I added some thyme, some fresh parsley flakes from my fresh parsley. I added some celery flakes, 3 small bay leaves, and some basil, a little bit of basil. No, we haven't tried it yet. It's on the stove. It's simmering. So we're going to give it a try.
Yeah, we're going to give you a taste test.
Let me remove that. There we go. So what did y'all think? Does that look like something you would try? How did Jeff, Minnow, and I are sitting on the screened
porch in Lake Texoma, having a cold one, watching the light rain fall.
Jeff from Boston, Calvin the Boston Terriers, Jeff? How did Jeff? Not how did Jeff.
Howdy.
Oh, howdy, Jeff. Gotcha. I thought you said Jeff was sitting there with you. All right, I'm going to go in the kitchen and serve up some soup, and we're going to come back and try it. So you can continue
I can
on
keep the conversation going.
telling them something
I am really good at that.
very
Not.
interesting.
I am not good at that at all.
I have my mic on, so I can still be part of the conversation.
So is this considered a Brunswick stew?
This is considered Brunswick stew. It's been cooking all day, so it's cooked up nice like a Brunswick stew would be. I would say kind of mushy, but not, I don't know. We will see.
Well,
It looks and smells really good, though. And it has cooled a little bit, so it's not like steaming hot like it was. So it's not gonna like burn us when we eat it, I don't think. I fixed one bowl. Steve and I are gonna just share a taste. We've already eaten dinner because we eat at like 5:30 because we're old like that. So this is what it looks like. Oh, can I pull it back? Can y'all see that? Big chunks of chicken in there. We got some corn in there. We got some potatoes. We got some tomatoes. All right. It does have a couple small bay leaves, so if you come across one of those, you might want to. Oh, and then towards the end, oops, sorry about that. Towards the end, I didn't think it looked hearty enough, so I did add a few more potatoes because I had done that one large baking potato, but then I said, I think it needs a little bit more potato.
yeah.
So I did.
Did you give him a good show?
I did. I think I did. Y'all see it really good? I'm going to take a hearty bite of chicken and potato and corn. I got a little tomato in mine. You didn't even get any potato on yours.
I don't know where the potato's at.
They're in there. Trust me, they're in there.
There's one right there.
That's a piece of chicken. Oh, you got a potato?
Thought I did. Yeah, that's a
Oh,
potato.
that's a piece of chicken.
The
Here.
potatoes must have mushed.
Oh, there they
we
are.
go. All right, I got a potato.
Are you ready?
No, not really. All righty, I'm
Be
ready.
brave. Be
Ready?
brave.
Here we go.
All right.
Tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
I think it's good.
All right, y'all come on over.
You think you need some more salt or anything?
It might, but I would let whoever puts it in the bowl determine how much salt they want.
Yeah, I
It's
wouldn't
really,
add it.
it's got really good flavor though.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think it would have if I hadn't added the spices. It was
Yeah,
kind of bland.
it's really good.
And I'm not gonna lie, I did like taste it when I was making it after the chicken was cooked. I didn't taste it while the chicken was,
Yeah, but
not all the way cooked. But
that's perfect. I mean,
after about 3 hours, I tried it and it was like really
you
bland.
put a little salt in there, or you could take some of let Uncle Steve shake and shake some Uncle
Yeah.
Steve shake in there after you put it in your bowl to eat it. But that's really good.
But when I added the spices, the thyme and everything, it really changed the taste.
It is.
So-
I mean, it's good tasting.
Mm-hmm.
So
What
I
about the egg? Do you see egg in there?
yeah, right there. Want it?
No, try it. See how it
No,
tastes.
You eat it.
You're not very brave, are you?
No,
Oh,
I am not. I'm
there's another piece here.
I'm
Take
a,
that one.
I'm a very picky eater.
Yes, he is. I think it works.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it does taste good. I give that one a 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I think that's good. I'm not going to mark in that book though.
So when are y'all coming up to get some soup,
Soup.
or coming down or
Soup's
coming
on.
over?
Soup's on. I actually promised my neighbor across the street, because we kind of look after each other, that I would bring her some soup tomorrow. So I'm going to put a quart together and take that over to her. And she watches the videos too. So she may be watching over there. I don't even know. Did Google search?
Oh, you want us to make it with squirrel next week? Yeah, probably not.
It's still a thing.
I mean, there's plenty of squirrel here that we could, but I'm going to wait till we get really desperate before we do that. I'll save the squirrels for later.
No, squirrel. Val isn't going to eat squirrel. It's a rodent. It's in the rodent family. Well, when we go to Peru in a couple of weeks,
Tree rats? So you're telling
We're
me
gonna
squirrel
see
is
if-
nothing but a tree rat?
we're going to see if Steve will eat some guinea pigs.
Oh, well, if I'm hungry enough, I will probably.
Would you try it if
If
they
I'm
served it
hungry-
at the table?
If I'm hungry enough, I'll eat it.
Well, they'll probably get some just to see if you're going to try it.
Okay.
I didn't do it the last time. I had tried the alpaca, but I did not try the guinea pig. Now, if you think I should try the guinea pig when we're in Peru, if it's offered to us, put a 1 in the chat.
Or everybody tap on the hearts.
Or yeah.
Send her some hearts there. Tap on the hearts and send up the hearts.
Yeah, we're going to Peru in a couple of weeks on a missionary trip. Steve is going to go this time with me. So I'm very excited about that. We're not going to stay for 2 weeks this time because we're not going to do all the touring.
I couldn't take all that walking, I'm pretty sure.
No, they're not opting to do that anyway because
There you
everybody
go.
that
You
just
got the
went.
hearts coming at you there.
Yeah, all right, hearts for Steve. Is Steve gonna be eating guinea pig if they offer it to us?
If I'm hungry enough, I will, yeah.
Put a Steve in the chat. Oh yeah. I don't know that we said it too much that we're going to Peru, but we were supposed to go to Colombia last month, but they couldn't find enough doctors to go. So they ended up canceling Colombia. She had talked to me and asked me what I thought. And I said, I think it would be best if we canceled it and just focused on Peru. So we did a focus on Peru. We're going to go to Peru the beginning of June. We'll be gone for 8 days. And then they're talking about doing Colombia. They've got doctors for the end of August. So that's a possibility. Hey, Rowdy. Rowdy's here from Foothills of Appalachia. He's been planting a garden down there. And he's trying to grow some of those watermelons from the K and Mac project from Sock Monkey.
Yeah, ours are still alive, but they haven't taken off yet. I don't know.
Yeah, they've got more leaves now
Yeah.
though. Since it rained, all this rain, they only had a couple of leaves. They've got like 4 now, but they haven't bushed out yet. I'm still waiting on them to
I'm
come
just
into their
concerned
own.
that the pumpkins are going to drown them out.
I don't know. Once the pumpkins start vining, we'll just push them off to the side. I would rather save the watermelon.
But we got carrots and peas and green beans and red beets and cucumbers, and I don't know if the cabbage is coming up. I can't tell.
How do they cook guinea pig? I'm not sure exactly. I know they had it the last time we were there. They brought it to the table. I passed on it. I did not even try it. I may get brave enough to try it this time. I'm not sure, but I don't know if it was fried or what they did to it, but they said it's mostly bones. There's not really much meat on it. I guess it'd be the same as eating like frog legs or something, maybe. I've never eaten those either, but I used to babysit for a guy who caught those and his kids would eat them. They'd always have frog legs in the sink.
Yeah.
The kids would go out and get them out of the pond or whatever. Rowdy knows things. I'm sure he does. He looks like he knows how to garden, that's for sure.
I'm waiting for my mulch pile to turn into mulch so I can put that in the garden.
Yeah, I'm gonna save the eggshells today. Todd with the fur off, but the head left on. Really? Have you eaten them, Jeff? I just don't know. I mean, alpaca to me, that's like eating beef or lamb or something. I'm okay with that. It's just something about rodents. Minnow says hi to Barry. Hi, Barry. No, he said he was joking. Jeff said he was joking. Rowdy says his watermelons are starting to grow. It's finally warming up and we are getting lots of rain. We got a lot of rain this week or in the last 5 or 6 days. I actually thought I saw the sun trying to come out today. So did y'all enjoy this? Because if you did, maybe we can do another recipe, something different for next week. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the chat. Just give me a thumbs up or something. And tell me what you want me to try for next week. You want me to try like a main dish, or do you want me to try like a dessert? I want to try something different. Minnow and Sock will be doing a pop-up sometime tomorrow out here at Lake Tacoma. I wish I knew what time. It's hard for me because I don't sit on YouTube during the day because I'm with my mom on the portal. So unless I know what time, I can like have it kind of programmed on my phone, but I don't sit and watch my phone or YouTube during the day. So if you guys live stream during the day, I have to have some kind of advance notice to be looking out for that. I enjoyed it. Watching YouTube meals are fat-free. Yeah. For you, Peruvian guinea pig dish. If you don't want to ruin your appetite, don't go look. Uh-oh. It head on, legs and feet too, on a platter. Looks roasted and disgusting. You're probably right.
I probably won't be hungry enough.
Not for me. Yeah, I don't think it's for me either. They had it last time when we went to one of the restaurants. They ordered it and were passing it around. And I just kind of said, just keep on going because I'm not interested. I didn't even really look at it.
So we haven't really had any problem with the deer. Usually, I would have thought, or as dry as it was, that our hostas would have been ambushed by the deer, but
I haven't really seen any.
They'd not mess with the hostas at all. I don't know if it's because I put cedar mulch down and they don't like the smell of the cedar.
Maybe. I haven't even seen any in the backyard.
So, I mean, that's just a thought.
Looking.
You try some cedar mulch, maybe that'll help keep the deer away.
I haven't even seen them. I mean, last year they were packed in the backyard every day. They were coming through. This year I haven't seen any. The only deer I saw was when we were going to church on Sunday. We went up a little bit up the street and there was a deer crossing the road. That's the first deer I've seen this year. Rowdy said he's going to have a update video soon dealing with deer in the garden. Bear has showed up this past weekend. Oh, that's not good. My sister had a bear come through her yard a couple of times and tore up some trees.
I think that's what got our cabbage.
Marking his territory.
I think that's what ate our cabbage was a bear.
No, I don't think they come up here. I've seen them down the other side.
Yeah, we had some beautiful cabbage, nice big heads, but they were out far away from the house in the raised bed, and they were there one day, and the next day they were gone. Oh, the other thing is
Harry bear
that I didn't know, but I have found out since then that if once you cut the head of cabbage off, if you leave it, it should grow another head.
Really?
I thought that's what I had read or heard
Maybe.
somewhere.
Anybody know? Sock, will cabbage regrow? Our problem is we got bugs, and the bugs,
The cabbage worms.
cabbage worms eat the mess out of
Well,
our cabbage.
they say neem oil.
We the first year we grew cabbage without a problem. Then we put it out in the back and something was eating it, and then we brought it back and then the bugs were eating it.
Yeah.
So we haven't, since the first year that we planted it when we moved here, we haven't had cabbage. So you planted some this year.
I did, but like I said, I don't know if it's come up yet. It looks like it has, but I can't tell for sure.
All right, so are y'all voting one for us to make a dessert next week? Or are you voting number 2 for us to make main dish?
Or number 3 of me replacing the ball joints on my truck as I cuss and swear every time something don't go right.
Let's not do that one because then I have to be outside listening to you cuss and swear.
3 berries there, both.
3 both. Oh, no, he voted that before he knew what you were talking about. Don't want any bears. Yeah, that's right. The bears will tear things up.
Peanut brittle.
Peanut brittle.
I don't think we've ever made peanut brittle.
Let's see if it's in here. I've never made it. I've seen it
I
made.
did spend 3 days cracking walnuts.
Walnut brittle?
No, I don't think that'd be any good.
I don't think so either. So where would that be in the recipe book?
So Todd is saying when cabbage regrows, it's several smaller heads, not one big one.
Oh. Let me see if peanut brittle is in here. They have puddings in here. They have candies in here. They have cakes in here. They have jellies in here. I don't eat jelly. They have pickles in here, all kinds of pickles and sauces and eggs for the winter. Feed hens. Fresh meat for summer. Don't say liver because she won't make it. For thrush. Oh, they have, we got to do that too. They have cures for if you're sick and stuff, but we'll do that another night because
Okay.
some of them are pretty funny.
Okay.
But I have to research a little bit because I did look up one because I thought it was just way off the edge. But then when I looked it up, I got more background on it. So I want to do that.
Blueberry stack cake.
Blueberry stack cake. I don't see any of that. We have to have 1800 recipes from the 1800s. Tomato figs, tomato chow chow, milk and eggs, a nice drink. I don't know. We'll have to find something.
So you're talking about blueberry pancakes, right?
Stack cake? What is stack cake?
He's talking about blueberry pancakes.
Is that what it's
I
called?
don't know.
Macaroons. They have macaroons. Popcorn balls. Blackberry wine. There we go. We can make some blackberry wine.
If we had blackberries, we could.
Raspberry tea.
We
Plum pudding.
We got frozen raspberries out there. Perry saying no to pancakes.
Fig pudding. Figgy pudding. Flummery. How about some flummery? Y'all want some flummery? Apple pudding. I don't know. What do y'all think? How about custard pie?
Egg custard pie. You got one from Foothills, Appalachian. I guess you'd be eating that by yourself because I really don't like custard pies.
Custard pudding. They have custard pudding. Cream tapioca, cream orange, cream chocolate, cream bohemian, cream snow, Charlotte Russe without cooking, chocolate blanc mango, Delmonico pudding, fig pudding, fruit pudding, French toast.
We'll throw some raspberries in your egg custard pie and make it a raspberry custard. That sound all right?
Custard pudding. Would it be custard pudding? Oh, custard pie. I see it here. On page 85, custard pie.
Throw some raspberries in it.
Page 85. Can't even find the page numbers. I'm so afraid that I'm going to break this book. Custard tart, Washington pie.
So just plain egg custard. She never put any raspberries in it or blackberries in it or berry. Has anybody noticed how everything is so advertised? You get so many advertisements now, unless you pay for it not to have advertisements. Named after General George Custer.
Coconut pie. It says it's on page 85, but I don't see it on there. I just don't know. I'll have to look more into the book. I just picked a recipe just to try to get started with the book. We'll find something fun. Another challenge video from Barry. Yeah, we need a challenge video, Barry. General George Custard.
Todd saying premium YouTube is worth the money. No advertisements.
But isn't that how we get from monetized from the advertisements?
I have no idea.
That would be cutting out our, well, I guess we do still get paid if it's somebody pays for no ads. Probably not as much though. Just saying. Blueberry anything is usually good. All right, well, we'll look up a recipe. Maybe we'll do another recipe next week so we can see what they have different and how they have their measurements and stuff.
Alrighty.
This one's saying 2 teacups of buttermilk. 2 teacups. How big is a teacup? They're pretty vague. The recipes are pretty vague.
And this is the very best cookbook.
The very best cookbook.
That's what it says. The very best cookbook.
Edited by the ladies of the First Congregational Church of St. Albans, Vermont.
1878.
Published by the Hartford, Connecticut Press of the Case, Lockwood, and Brainerd Company, 1878. This is really very cool. I need to keep these clippings in the book, though, so we don't lose them. All right, y'all. I hope you liked our cooking from the 1800s. We'll do it again. We'll maybe pick a different recipe for next week. You know, we'll see what happens, and then we'll probably be heading on out to Peru. I'm hoping that maybe we can do a live stream from Peru. It might not be 7 o'clock Eastern time, might be a little bit later, because we usually eat together and then we go back to our rooms. So, and by the time we get back to, if we're going to Ayacucho, then it's usually later. So might not be till later, but we might do a pop-up live. We'll see what happens. We'll kind of get our bearings once we get there, see what night we can do it. But I think it'd be cool to try to do a live stream from our room. But that's going to be it for tonight. We won't hold you guys up. Is anybody else going live tonight? If you are, feel free to put a link in the chat. It's all good with me. And we'll go and hang out with you. Sock, I hope you and Minnow have a lot of fun. If you know what time, let me know. And I'll try to catch it. But if you don't, then I don't watch YouTube during the day. So unless I know somebody's coming on with something.
Well, Troy, I enjoyed your Memorial Day battleship tour.
Oh, yeah, that was
It
cool.
was really nice.
And Todd's tribute to his cousin was very touching. I enjoyed watching that.
Yeah.
Very nice. So thank you all for coming in. I guess that's it. Have a blessed night. Yep. Thank you, Rowdy. Thank you, everybody. We will see you on the YouTube streets.
Good night.
Night.
God bless.